This is the Iron Trader. It is Thursday morning, so as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now, before we get started, the EIA report here on natural gas will be out today at 10:30. The rig count will be out on Friday at 1 p.m. for crude and natural gas. Also today, very, very key at 8:30, make sure you're staying tuned. The CPI number that measures inflation is going to be coming out. And that's going to affect crude and stocks and everything here today. So stay sharp. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we go. Crude oil, daily, weekly chart. Now we can see here we have basically another inside day is what's going on here so far. The key levels here we need to watch here is we need to watch this 21 day. Very, very crucial. That's sitting at 72.40. Right below that here is sitting at 72.14. Those are going to be very, very key support levels. But now you can see where you have the sideways action. If that is lost here, what we want to do is we want to look at this 71.17 here. We have this key level here, which is 71.07. And then we have this level here, which is 71.01. We have 70.47. And then we have your 70.13. That's a double bottom off of this 70.06 here. So you can see how that held up nicely here. So we have to see how this is going. But usually when you get a big red candle, this isn't really a good true bull flag or bear flag here like this. See how this was here? And then it rallied up. That was a complete bear flag and then boom, all the way down. But we have a same kind of a scenario, so we have to see how that's going to play out here. So you got to be very, very careful because even like a flag like this where it went up here and then it just topped off and came right on down. This is basically more of a truer bear flag here. So we got to see how this all shakes out. Now, on the upside here, this is going to be very, very crucial, like I've been pointing out. This is the 73.06. Very, very crucial level that you need to close up above for the week. Now, you can see as this thing is coming down, and now your 200-day is kind of creeping up. So something's going to give. As this comes down, this wedge pinches up. Either this is going to blast above this or it's going to keep selling right on off. But right now, you can see how strong that 200, that's why I always point out the 200-day, especially on the weekly chart, on how strong that is for the support. Yes, it broke down below, but you can notice how it closed up all that 200-day here for how many weeks here now. So what we have to do is you got to watch this key level here on the upside. That's at 73.06. And then if you can get above that, then we just follow these candles right on up here. So then we want to look at yesterday's high. You're looking at 73.59. We come up to this candle here. You're looking at 73.94. And then we have basically 74.24. But this is going to be your key level right here, this 74.58. Now, this 50-day is this is just right straight down. Has no interest in curling up at all as of right now. So that is going to be crucial. So if this does run up here, that is going to be your big target. Now, again, if you can get above that, then we can come up to this candle right here. You're looking at 75.66, and then we have this 76.18, which is basically that price channel. Above that, we have 76.76, and then what we do next is we have 77.46, and then your next target is going to be 77.84, which is your 200-day. But you have to look at all this resistance, and this is going to be crucial right here, this 73.06. Above that, this is your big target, 74.58. Next in line, 76. Then we have your 50-day, and then we have your 77.84 there. Very, very crucial. If this sells off here, watch this key 21-day, watch this 8 SMA, and then basically we can watch these candles, but this is the candle that you want to watch right here, is this 70.06. That's going to be very, very crucial level here because we had the double bottom situation here and this 200-day at 71.07, which is right above it. If that is lost, this is the candle which we're looking for. So you're looking at 69.28. If that's lost, we have 67.71. Now your RSI is looking good here. That has a lot of room to run, both directions. Your MACD is still bullish. The green is above the red. Very, very nice. Now this one here has not been curling up. It looks like it wants to, but then it was trying to the whole way, and it just right on down. So basically what we have is a sideways action. right now what we have, you have seasonality in play. There's really nothing here in January till mid-February, and then you want to go long. Now remember, the OPEC meeting is going to be out February 1st. They should still retain those 2.2 million barrel cuts. Now, they did cut prices. Here was on Monday, it came out. That's why we had this big red candle here. But they just cut prices on the crude oil. They're not adding to the supply. This is where I think a lot of the traders got it wrong, where this was actually the buying opportunity as long as it held this key level here at that 70.06, where you could have a really nice, good scalping opportunity. But even though they cut prices to certain countries there by a couple dollars per barrel there, they're not flooding the market like they did years ago. And they say, oh, I'm going to take all this market share. And then the price came down to almost like, I think it was a negative 27. So you have to be very, very cautious. Now, again, when you look at the option traders, options are getting on the short side. So a lot of times that can work against you. If you say, okay, I'm gonna try to be all short, and then you get that short squeeze like we had in natural gas, and then she just ran up. So right now, this is still a scalper's market. You can see here, there is nothing here that says I have to be dramatically long or dramatically short. So you just want to scalp per day. I scalp the UCO for the long, SEO for the short, and that seems to be working out really good. But a daily basis, money in your pocket until you can start getting above some of this resistance where you can see it's just going to tear on off. But even like when we had this candle up here, you knew that once this made a bearish cross here, this is going to come down here nicely. So that was a nice shorting opportunity. But it's the same way with this, where you put in a candle here. We had a bear flag, put in the candle, and then you put in a lower low here. But look how that finished green. That told me that you had to go along with this RSI. See where the RSI was low. This was low. This was even lower, but your RSI was higher. See, that's a positive divergence. That tells you can get long. Right here, we got nothing. Okay, this is nothing. This is just sideways acting. So scalp is the trade. All right, let's take a look here at what's going on with the old natty gas. All right, here we have natty gas. This is a daily chart. This was that short squeeze right there. Now, when you look at the top of that candle, when you got 2.39, if you've been watching my vids, you know that I always look at the gaps in the fills. What is the top of this candle? 2.40. Okay, right there. What does that tell you? That's your resistance level. That's where she's going. Now, again, if it went higher, then you can go to the bottom of this candle. That's the fill, 3.45. Then we can go to the top of this candle here, 3.52. The top of this candle here, 3.57. And then your retest up here is going to be 3.64. But it always wants to stop there. It's like a magnet to a fridge. Right? It wants to get the gap. Doesn't mean it's going to fill the gap, but it wants to get up to the gap. So this was a nice, this was a short squeeze. Basically, on the Biden administration said they're going to review all the LNG ports here because remember, this is election year. So you always have to keep that in mind here. It's where everybody's trying to please everybody, okay? Whether they're trying to please the people that need the natural gas or trying to please the climate change people, they're trying to please everybody. So this is what you get. Especially in natural gas, they don't call it the widowmaker for nothing. Now, yesterday we had an inside day. Today, now all of a sudden we have a lower low. But the key, what you want to watch today, is this 8 SMA. Now, you can see how beautiful it had been holding all these candles all the way on up here. So this is what you want to watch. This 8 SMA sitting at 2.88. That's going to be your key support level. Now, right below it here is you're looking at this 2.83, that's your 50-day, and basically your 100-day is sitting right there at 2.85 first, and then we have 2.83, your 50-day here. But the crucial one is going to be this 8 SMA here, just like this candle here. See old sticky? Look at old sticky here. See right on down, and then she just ran right up. So that is going to be key. Now, again, if that is lost, we can follow these candles all the way on down here. Next in line here, what you got is 2.719, but the crucial is going to be right here. You have your 2.63, which lines up very, very nicely here with your 2.64. So these are the ones that are going to be very crucial if that 8 SMA and all the rest of this support here is lost. Now, when you look at this RSI here, well, you went right up to the 70 level. Okay, that was one of the first tells here that you gotta take. I'll take your trade off here. Now it can go above that very, very easily, especially with natural gas here. But a lot of times you want to take off some of that position when you start having these kind of candles like this. Now your MACD is still bullish. Your green is over your red here. We just have a little pullback here off of the short squeeze. So the key today is what you need to watch is this 8 SMA. Okay, you need to hold that on a closing basis. If that's lost, then what we do, we come to this 100-day at 2.85, and then we have your 50-day at 2.83. If that is lost here, we can come and watch these candles all the way down. But realistically here, your target is going to be right there, that 2.64, and then right below it here is 2.63. Now, on the upside, what we want to watch is you want to watch, obviously, today's high. You're sitting at 3.06. Then what we do is we come over here to this candle here. You're looking at 3.11 here, and then we have 3.16, 3.18, and then we come up here. You have 3.24, and then we have a target going up here at 3.27, and then we look at this candle here. Looking at what is that? Well, that's 3.2. 3.22 level here, and then we come up to this 3.275, and then you have your retest up there at 3.39. But right now, just watch the top of this candle here, 3.06. That is going to be key. If you can get up that, then we come up to this candle here. That's that 3.11. That is going to be key, and then we can maybe do a retest there at 3.226, and then you have your 3.039. And then obviously if it gets above that, we know we're going to go to the gap fill and then follow these candles all the way on up. But right now, the key is just watch that 8 SMA on a closing basis. You need to close above that. If that's lost, we come down to the next level and down to the next level. One level at a time. Now, again, natural gas is basically a great scalper. I use the UNG or the BOIL, BOIL, those for long, and KOLD here for the old short. Now, again, there's many ways to trade. You can do what options you can do. There's a lot of ways to trade it. That's just how I trade it. I can just get in, out, they do big volumes, and you're done, and you get your money in your pocket. Natural gas is not something that you really want to say, I'm going to hold on to for a kind of a long term. Even like during all this sideways action, this was a great scalping opportunity. And then when you're long, once you closed above your 8-day and your 200-day, yeah, you can have a long position, but you can also scalp it all the way on up here. And then when you see this topping tail like this, that's the time you got to get the hell out of there. All right, that's what I got for you on the crude and natural gas. I'll be back today later after the pick close here at 2:30. Thanks for watching.